Hi, it's Friday. I already tried to record this video once, so on my phone, because I know that people like the idea of that it's on the phone and it's one take, and I just upload it straight from the phone, so there's no intro. And anyways, so it's going to be hot. I'm shirtless. That's just how it's going to be. But today is a wonderful day for equality in America. I'm not going to deny that. I just don't understand people. I don't understand how people could think this wasn't going to happen. How people thought... Sorry, I'm trying to turn on fans here. That I woke up this morning and I went to the bathroom and I'm browsing my phone and I open up Instagram and I scroll through and like all the European football teams have posted their pictures from their game and I'm like, yay, yay. And then I open up Facebook because that way the phone's gotten a little bit time to wake up from being asleep all night. So there's that. And I open up Facebook and it's just like rainbows everywhere. And I was like, oh, I haven't even gotten the push from ABC News yet. Which is saying something. Because they're usually on top of things. I hear within about 3 minutes on ABC News. So that was at like 7:30 this morning. It is now 1:13 in the afternoon. And for the last 6 hours... ish. I've been on my Facebook, trying to deal with my Facebook, trying to get through on my Facebook what I want to get done on my Facebook. I've said that a lot. And every time it's like, you have 12 new posts, and it scrolls to the top, and it's more people posting about this, and I'm like, I get it. I just want to get about my day. You know, and I've got people professing like they never thought this was ever going to happen. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful day. And I'm like, it is like 70 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. How is this a beautiful day? You know, 2 months ago when people started friending me after the article came out and I found out that they were headed off to, you know, the Supreme Court. And I was like, why are you going to the Supreme Court? I had no idea the Supreme Court was even hearing it. And then they explained it to me and I was like, oh, well, okay. I guess it's about time they finally hear it. Just let the bureaucracy happen. You know. It's like, well, it could happen any day. I'm like, not technically, but bureaucracy and the justices take a long time. And they're like, well, it's still up for vote. And I'm like, yeah, it's still up for vote. And over the last couple months... or month or so, people were like, oh, it's still on the tipping point. I'm like, it's going to happen. Oh, it's still on the tipping point. It's going to happen. And I remember sometime at, we were on our double buy. That was May something, whatever. It was like last week of May. And I talked to someone and I was like, here's the thing. With so many states that have done it already, and the Supreme Court has already dictated in these states that it is unconstitutional. Now the vote is coming to the Supreme Court for the United States. Oh yeah, it can still get declined. Are you kidding me? They have set a precedent. Do not hope, I don't know. I'm pacing because I'm emotionally worked up because I'm not feeling what people are feeling about this. And I feel really broken because I'm not crying in happiness. I'm not throwing rainbows everywhere. You know? I've got people that have already tried to modify my profile picture with the rainbow thing because I can't do it. All my pictures that I tried to put in. And every time I did try to put a picture in, I felt really bad for doing it. I need to be drinking water. And then someone finally grabbed my profile picture where I'm in my Pitbull's uniform, and they put the rainbow on it, and it just like it. I got so angry because it felt like they were destroying the uniform by modifying its colors. And that just happened like within the last 10 minutes while I was trying to figure out if the phone was actually recording my video or not. In fact, I think the phone froze while I was doing the video because I had like 9 people comment on a post. But I feel really bad. I'm getting intimidated by my wall. I don't want to be on Facebook today. The more I read my wall, the more I just want to cry. Because I can't be excited about this. I'm pleased with the result, but I'm not over-emotionally excited about this. In fact, I'm getting depressed and sad because I can't be. I don't know how to be. I don't know. These people, they say they've been working their entire lives for this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, when I was 6, I was still trying to figure out whether or not I should smile with my mouth open or closed because my teeth were gone. When I was 11, I was getting over the fact that we had just moved 60 miles north and I wasn't going to see any of my friends unless we went down and visited them. I was going to be living in a completely different state, different school. When I was 15, I was, worried whether or not I should actually have tried out for football, or oh my god, how am I gonna assimilate into non-Catholic school? This was my first year in public school. 14, 15, something like that. When I was 18, I was scared because my dad was making me get a license. When I was 19, I was coming out. I was going to gay clubs. I'd only go to one because everything else is like drinky. So, and I didn't even really like that one because there was just rainbows and glitter everywhere. And maybe that's what it is. And, and I thought to myself, and I told Dylan that I'm like, how did people allow the chance of failure into their minds? Why did they think this would fail? And the tinfoil hat, and I put my hand on there because I'm getting in a stimming mode, so I'm describing everything. The tinfoil hat part of my brain says that they subconsciously wanted it to fail because they define themselves by the fight. That if they lose, they still have something to live for. Now, it's done. They've got to find something new, and they may not... and this is all way subconscious, that they've been fighting for so long, they don't know any other way. And now that it's done, they're like, and maybe that's what people are emotional about. They're emotional because they're happy because the fight is over, but then the come down's gonna happen and they're like, oh my God, the fight is over. And I've been going through this. I've been accepting the fact that this happened. I voted in 2004 for Measure 36 against Measure 36. I'm still confused, and I blame the wording of that law as to why it failed. Because it didn't even fail by that much. I think about 25% of the votes for Measure 36 in Oregon were because it was worded really weird. It was like, Measure 36, is it for or against gay marriage? And it's just like people twisted its words around, and then people were like, vote yes on 36, vote no on 36. That's what it is. It was a yes or no. But it was like, yes on amending the Constitution to ban gay marriage or something like that. And people were like, gay marriage? Yes. Because they didn't think. Welcome to the voting public, TJ. But that's that. And then 2 years ago, a year ago in the vlogs, that's what that was. I was like, it's going to happen in Oregon. Things have shifted in the last thing. And that's the thing with gay marriage. People are like, oh my God, it's been such a long fight. Okay. But since gay marriages started happening in Massachusetts in 2003, it's been like 12 years. Let's just say, women voting was, let's try 100. And they still don't even have everything fully done. Let's see here. They still got a wage discrepancy going on. What about blacks and their civil rights? Oh, let's see. Ferguson and all that happy jazz that's going on right now is kind of reminiscent of stuff happening in the 60s. Oh, and before, and then I'm not likening it to slavery, but it's like blacks are still not treated completely equal. But that's the thing. And maybe it's the fact that I've got the weird brain wiring with the autism. I don't get it. I don't understand why people think that this has been a long fought fight. And go ahead, comment down below if you disagree with me or you just want to rip into me, because I'm not happy with the result. I am happy with the result. I am pleased that it happened the way it did. But I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to be this way because they had set a precedent in more than half of the other states. Like when the Supreme Court of the United States of America goes in to a state and basically rips the amendment out of their constitution that they themselves, the state, voted into existence because it is unconstitutional against the United States, that's a precedent right there. So to say that the Supreme Court justices were going to fail this when it comes to the United States of America means you didn't actually understand what was going on. The fact that you thought it could fail means that it's like this was the first vote ever. That there was nothing leading up to this point. And if it did fail, what would that have done? Nothing. We literally were trying to have something happen. And maybe that's what it was. When I walked onto that football field, to Hare Field, on January 10th, 2014, I knew there was one thing that could happen. I'd be standing there learning to play football for 3 hours, or I would be told, I'm sorry, this is actually, kind of a complex game, yada yada, you're just unskilled. We can't take you. Go home. I would have got back into the car. And I would have gone home and played World of Warcraft. Because nothing in my life would have changed after that, other than the fact that I knew I got an answer. But that's it. I don't understand this, and I feel really bad and broken. I'm afraid of my Facebook wall right now. And I'm having kind of a meltdown today because I'm already compromised with the heat as it is. And a lot of other things. Compromised with the heat. I'm having an emotional day because Aaron went on a tour somewhere around the canal that he was talking about in his video yesterday, and then he was going to take a lot of pictures and do more sightseeing because it's Friday night, so whatever, so he's going to get back to the hotel. I'm not sure. It's 11:25 at night over there. So he may be talking to me soon. That's why I'm keeping my Facebook open, because my phone's retarded. And he hasn't gotten back to me, but I have to keep my Facebook open just in case he gets back to me when he gets back to his hotel room. But every time I alt-tab, because I mindlessly alt-tab, I always get back to my Facebook page and I see. I can't be on Tumblr because it's around there. And I'm just like, I want the Switch. I want to switch so I can learn to be happy about this. I want to be more normal. And I don't know how to be, and nobody's describing how to be normal about this. How to turn on happiness. The more rainbows I see, the more scared I get. If you can help at all, you can comment below, or you can just rip me a new one. I've already had people on Facebook rip me a new one. I've already had people on Tumblr rip me a new one. What's one more social media? I'll catch you guys on the weekend. See if the camera will catch fire tomorrow. I have not vlogged since we've had 100-degree temperature. Literally, we haven't had 100-degree temperatures in the Portland metro area since 2012. And that's early summer 2012, and I started September 2012. So, yep, I'll chat with you guys later.